that heavy, sluggish weight in your belly after a meal, the button you quietly want to undo, usually comes down to one thing your food is missing, and it is fiber. So here are 14 everyday foods that keep you full for hours and let your digestion run gentle and easy. Before we begin, if you love learning how nature quietly nourishes us, take a moment to subscribe. It truly helps. Now the honest part. You know that feeling, the heavy belly, the button you quietly want to undo. Fiber fixes more of that than you would think, and it comes in two kinds: soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber soaks up water and turns soft, almost gel-like. It slows digestion down and steadies you. Insoluble fiber does the opposite job. It adds bulk and keeps things moving along. And here is the beautiful part. Both of them feed the good bacteria living in your gut. And that is where real digestive comfort actually begins. So let us walk through them. Number 1, oats. A warm morning bowl. Oats are rich in something called beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that has been linked to healthier cholesterol and a slow, lasting kind of fullness. Not a quick sugar hit. A quiet, steady full that carries you for hours. Number 2, black beans. A real heavyweight. They give you a big dose of fiber and plant protein at once, and they feed those good gut bacteria directly. One gentle word here, though. Add beans slowly, a little at a time, and drink plenty of water with them. Do that, and your gut adjusts happily. Rush it, and you will feel it. Hold that thought, because it matters more than people realize. Number 3, lentils. Cheap, quick to cook, and easy on the stomach. Toss a handful into a pot of soup, and you have got fiber, protein, and warmth in one bowl. Number 4, chia seeds. These little seeds are almost magic to watch. Drop a spoonful into liquid, and they drink it right up, swelling into a soft, thick gel. That gel is the fiber at work. Stir a spoonful into your yogurt, or make a simple pudding overnight. Number 5, ground flaxseed. Notice that word, ground. Whole flax seeds mostly pass right through you. Ground, your body can actually reach the good inside, which is soluble fiber plus a dose of omega-3. A spoonful stirred into oats or a smoothie is all you need. Number 6, apples with the skin on. That skin is not a bother to peel away. It is where the pectin lives, a soluble fiber that turns soft and gentle as it digests. Eat the whole apple, skin and all. Number 7, pears. One of the most fiber-rich fruits you can hold in your hand. Ripe, juicy, and quietly, one of the best things you can reach for when you want something sweet. And that is 7. We are halfway to 14. But the small berries, the creamy green fruit, and one quietly extraordinary vegetable that feeds your gut bacteria directly are still to come. Starting with a ruby little berry that carries more fiber for its size than almost anything. That ruby little berry is the raspberry, number 8. And for its tiny size, it is packed with more fiber than almost any fruit you can hold, seeds and all, a soft handful of it. Those seeds are the secret. They are insoluble fiber, the kind that adds bulk and gently keeps things moving. Scatter a few over your morning bowl, or eat them straight from your palm. A little goes a long way. Number 9, avocado. Creamy, mild, and quietly generous. Half an avocado gives you real fiber alongside its healthy fats. And that combination is why it fills you up and keeps you comfortable for hours. Mash it on toast. Slice it into a salad. It is one of the easiest fibers to love, because it never tastes like you are eating fiber at all. So here we are halfway through, and I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, which of these do you already eat and which one surprised you? I always read them. And if this is helping, stay with me a moment longer, because a couple of the best foods are still ahead. Now back to it. Number 10, broccoli. Green, humble, and on more dinner plates than almost anything else here. Those little florets bring you fiber and the compounds that make crucifers special. The plant family that includes cabbage and kale. Steam it lightly so it stays bright and a little crisp. Simple food, real benefit. Number 11, and this is the one I get quietly excited about. The artichoke. Most people never think of it, yet it is one of the highest fiber vegetables you can put on a plate. But here is what makes it different from ordinary fiber. Artichokes are rich in inulin, and inulin is a prebiotic, which means it does not just pass through you, it feeds the good bacteria living in your gut directly. Those bacteria are where real digestive comfort begins, and inulin is like a meal delivered straight to them. Steam a whole one, pull off the leaves, or add the hearts to a warm dish. Remarkable from something so overlooked. Number 12, the sweet potato, comfort food, plain and soft and warm, and still carrying real fiber, especially in the skin. That is where most of it lives, so leave the skin on when you bake one. It is proof that fiber does not have to feel like a chore. Sometimes it is just a warm, familiar supper. Number 13, almonds, a small handful, no more. In that little handful you get fiber, vitamin E, and healthy fat, and together they do something simple and useful. They keep hunger away between meals. No reaching for something sugary at 3 p.m. Just a few almonds, eaten slowly, and as with the beans and seeds, add these gently and drink your water, so the fiber works with your body instead of against it. 13 everyday foods, and yet the one saved for last is the plainest of them all. An ancient grain, eaten for thousands of years, that carries the same soluble fiber as oats, only more concentrated. It is the most complete answer to that heavy, sluggish feeling we started with. And after everything on this list, it is the humblest thing of all. That ancient grain is whole barley. Number 14. People have eaten it for thousands of years, and it is loaded with beta-glucan, the very same soluble fiber you met back in that warm morning bowl of oats, only here it comes even more concentrated. And this is where everything we've walked through quietly comes together. That beta-glucan slows your digestion down, gently. It helps steady blood sugar instead of letting it spike and crash. And it leaves you full for hours, without that weight pressing behind your belt. Think about that. The plainest food on the whole list. No exotic berry, no expensive seed, just a humble little grain, and yet it may be the most complete answer to that heavy, sluggish feeling we started with. The button you wanted to undo after dinner. Barley answers it better than almost anything else you can put on your plate. So how do you eat it? Honestly, it could not be simpler. You simmer whole barley in water, much like rice, until it turns tender and a little chewy. You stir it into soups. You spoon it into a slow stew and let it drink up the broth. It is an old grain, and a forgiving one. Hard to get wrong. Now, before you rush off and pile your plate high, let me be straight with you, because this is the part that matters most. Fiber is not a cure. None of these 14 foods treat disease, and I would never tell you otherwise. What they are is real, everyday nourishment. Good habits, built one meal at a time. That is remarkable enough on its own, and it does not need dressing up. And there is one small, practical thing that makes all the difference. Remember those black beans, early on, and the little warning that came with them? Here is why. When you start eating more fiber, add them slowly. Give your gut a week or two to adjust, to grow the good bacteria that thrive on all this, and drink plenty of water. This is the piece most people skip. Fiber needs water to do its gentle work. Soluble fiber has to swell into that soft gel, and without enough water, it can leave you feeling bloated instead of light. So a full glass beside your meal is not an afterthought. It is the whole secret. Go slow. Drink up. That's it. And if something is truly wrong with your digestion, if the discomfort is sharp or stubborn or new, please see your doctor. Do not try to fix that with a bowl of barley. These foods support a healthy lifestyle. They are not a substitute for real care, and they never will be. But for that ordinary after-dinner heaviness so many of us just live with, the answer was never hidden, it was never rare, and it was never expensive. It is oats in the morning, beans in a bowl, an apple with the skin still on, pears and raspberries, chia and flax, a handful of almonds, a soft sweet potato, and barley, ancient and plain, foods that have quietly nourished people for millennia. Your grandparents ate them. Their grandparents ate them. Nothing new, nothing clever, just true. Nature has been providing for us for a very long time, patient and unhurried, asking almost nothing in return. You don't need to overhaul a single thing. Eat a little more of what nature already offers and let it do its slow, honest work. That is the quiet gift, and it has been sitting on your table all along.